Starting today with breaking news out of the capital city.
And I'm Andrea Mock. Now, here is what's going on. The roads have been shut down in this area, very busy area, because of a gas line break. Columbia police and fire are on the scene near the intersection of South Beltline Boulevard and Rosewood Drive, causing numerous roads in that area to be shut down. Those roads are from South Beltline to Devine Street, Rosewood to Garners Ferry, and Azalea to South Beltline. Now, as of right now, the good news is there are no injuries and no evacuations, but obviously with that being such a central point, Midlands Tech being right there, as well as several businesses and schools pass through that area, this is going to be a traffic nightmare.
The Columbia Police Department is on the scene now helping with traffic, and the Columbia Fire Department is there as well. News 19's Rachel Ripp joins us now live. She is on the phone with the details on what she's seeing in that area. Rachel.
That's exactly right, Andrea and Darcy. I am here at Rosewood Drive and Deerwood Street. Like you mentioned, we have Columbia Police on scene. We have Columbia Richland Fire on scene. They're currently rerouting all of this traffic and blocking off roads for this major gas leak. That's according to Mike DeSumma with Columbia Fire. Now, they're working to get Dominion out here, and just a few minutes ago, I actually saw a Dominion car that pulled up to this location, and when I first arrived on scene about 20 minutes ago, I was hearing this really loud noise. People nearby were kind of describing it as a lawnmower or, a really, really loud noise that's very obvious. And so actually just about 5 minutes ago, we stopped hearing that noise. So I've spoken to a lot of bystanders here, a lot of witnesses, people that live in all these houses in this neighborhood right next to Midlands Tech, and a lot of them are, worried about what's going on. Obviously, they've heard this noise, and we are working to learn more information. Right now, what we know, this intersection is shut down. Like we said, this traffic is being rerouted. There are no injuries at this time, no evacuations at this point. That's, again, according to Columbia Fire. So we will completely be sure to keep you updated with all of these things. And, you can definitely learn more on WLTX.com. We'll be continuing to bring you the latest information.
Rachel, you talked about how there are lots of homes in that area. We've got at least 2 or 3 apartment complexes that those roads feed into. Being there on the scene and watching them reroute traffic, have you heard anything from law enforcement or from Columbia Fire about different routes that they're trying to set up to get people in and out of there?
At this time, I have not heard too many, routes of where people are being rerouted. But I know that they cannot confirm at this moment if that gas leak has stopped yet. So we are waiting to learn more information from both Columbia Richland Fire and Columbia Police. From what it looks like, they are going down a road which would be Kalmia Drive. So at least the cars that are near me that are going down Rosewood Drive towards Midland Tech, they're being rerouted to the left, which is Kalmia Drive.
And Rachel, we're just getting this in from Mike DeSumma. I know you're on the scene there with him, and he's trying to send out information as quickly as possible. But since you're on the phone with us, you probably don't know that he has said that the gas has been cut off in the area of South Beltline and Rosewood Drive. That leads me to believe that if the gas is cut off, I know my hot water tank is a gas tank.
Right.
So that is really going to be impacting people. I don't know.
And gas fireplaces as well in that area. But not only that, there are several businesses. The area that we're talking about, if you could put that map up one more time, right at Rosewood and Beltline, not only is Midlands Tech there, but there's a little Caesars, there's a bank, there is a sushi restaurant, Inakaya Sushi is right there, all of the little sushi places right in that strip. And then just across the way, of course, there's Lizard's Thicket, there's the dollar store. So that's the area that we're talking about.
Andrea, I'm going to cut in here. I've learned some more information per Mike DeSumma. He says that there was a major vehicle crash in the area which resulted in the gas line being hit. There are fire crews that will be checking the air quality, and those roads are expected to reopen soon. I'm actually, where I'm located, it's right in front of, you mentioned a bunch of businesses, in front of Happy Tales Resort and Spa. So I was just speaking to the owner over here, and they said they were worried also about the animals that are in this facility, in this business.
Yeah, she's a little bit down the road there. Happy Tales is right next to Dano's Pizza, and obviously all those businesses on Rosewood. So now we are learning, like Rachel just said, that this was a car accident that led to this big gas main break. This is a big traffic headache right now, you guys. So if you have friends, if you have loved ones who are coming home and they take Rosewood, they take Beltline, they take the intersection there right where the McDonald's is, just down the road from WLTX, make sure you let them know about that before they get in their cars to leave work, because this is going to be tied up for some time.
One thing that we hear about a lot when there are gas line breaks is that the fire crews have to come out and check the air quality. That's going to happen again this evening, but roads are expected to reopen soon, and so hopefully the traffic nightmare that we're experiencing right now won't continue as we get further into rush hour. Rachel, you're a little further down from where we're believing the scene of the accident is. Do you smell gas where you are?
You know, Darcy, I didn't smell any gas, but when I was able to first arrive on scene and look kind of towards the direction where it's being closed off, I was able to see, you know, some of these tree branches moving where, you know, witnesses were saying they believed that gas leak to have started. So it was visible to see, you know, gas or some form of substance that was moving these trees back and forth. And that was also when, you know, we were hearing that very, very loud noise that cut off about 10 minutes ago.
All right, well, we know that this is a developing situation, Rachel, so we'll check back in with you in just a couple of minutes to see what the very latest is. But again, as we know now, there has been a car accident, that's according to Columbia Fire, right in the intersection there of Beltline and Rosewood, causing what was a major gas line break.
Chief Meteorologist Zephyr